ever, and certainly basically anywhere, is you're going to have emergencies. And I think this is one of the most brilliant ways to really have a little bit of that sense of security, knowing that you've got power. Now, when we typically talk about a power bank, you're like, well, yeah, that's great, but I got to plug it in to recharge it. So if I'm without power for a couple days, how am I going to recharge my cell phone? Look what's so cool about this, y'all, because I'm going to go through the colors as well, is this can be recharged by the sun or even the light in the room. This is huge, you guys. Normally, if it's just a 10,000 milliamp charger, I'd say, yeah, put it in your purse, use it, at the doctor's office and your phone's dying. This one, even in a power outage, whether it's hurricanes or fires or whatever happens in your world, you now have portable power, and it recharges solar. So it uses the sun or even the light in the room to charge, which is brilliant. That's why I say get this for your emergency preparedness kit. We have 3 choices. It's also for the fun stuff too, but we have 3 choices. Floral, floral, floral. Everybody, Julie, loves this floral. Everybody. There's less than 400 left on the floral. Isn't that just cool looking? So that's the floral. The middle one, we're calling this one, is the white, but it's white marble. That's cool. Oh, I think that looks so sharp. And then finally, my last one's black. I have sold out of the blue already. So guys, if you're thinking about getting portable power, this is it. Now, if that weren't enough, do I have this right? It's ×2.
It's a 2-pack.
Do you guys have another set for me? Do we have any more? Because that's what threw me. I go, no, there's supposed to be 2 of these each. Everybody gets 2 of whichever choice you want. So we'll imagine everybody gets another one, which means this comes out to $25 for a 30,000 milliamp unit.
There's one out there that's very popular that's a 10,000 milliamp that works just fine, but it's just a 10,000 milliamps and it's $20. This is an unbelievable deal. It's the first time that HSN ever had a solar power bank, 30,000 milliamps. And this is the great thing about it. Look at this. Right now, I am charging my phone. So this is the floral one. Here's my phone, and it has the built-in cables. All of your cables are built in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I want you to, hold on. I'm gonna put it down here. Let me put it over. I'm working backwards. I'm not used to working on this side, Suzanne. You know how you get in your certain habits, and you know what I mean?
Well,
I'm not used to working
we moved
this way.
studios, so we're just mixing the whole thing up.
Everything. Okay, so all of your cables are built in. So with all the other power banks on the market, you have to have your cables, and if you don't have your cable, the power bank doesn't work. So this one, you have your lightning. So if you have an iPhone or an AirPod, you'll recognize this. If you have all of your newer devices, your newer iPhones, your Androids, your track phones, this right here, that's that C. All of your devices are going to this. It also has, let's say you have older devices and you're camping and you have a flashlight or you have lights. That's your MicroUSB. It has that, and then it has your traditional USB. All of your cables are built in. It also has, right on board here, it's got your built-in flashlight. It's got more ports on the top right here.
Wow.
So you have an additional 4. This one is a fast charge. You've got 2 more ports, so there's a total of 4, and then you have 2 more C ports on the front. Now the quickest way, when you get it home, plug it into the wall. That is the quickest way to charge it. But if you're out and about, if you're hunting, you're camping, you're on the boat for the day, you're out of town for the weekend, you're at the beach for the day, or you lose power, this right here is a solar panel. And I want you to look up close because there's a little sun here. And you can see where in the studio here, this is actually lit. That's your little solar icon. I'm going to cover it up. Not charging, charging, not charging, charging. Right there, we're looking at that. So it's not charging right now. You take it out into the sun. It's not plugged in at all. I want you to see this. It is not plugged in at all. But it's charging with the lights in here.
But even under the lights in here.
Under the lights in here.
So you don't have to be actually in the sun to get these to recharge.
Exactly.
Now look, magically, I just wanted to show you because I half watch. I'm with you guys. I do like 20 things every time. I multitask every time. It is a 2-pack. You're getting 2 of the floral, which are almost sold out. You're getting 2 of the white, which is a really cool marble. I think it look great in the kitchen, actually. And you're getting 2 black. I think this would be great for having one in the car, having maybe one in, your handbag. give hubby one. I'll turn it around so you guys can see it. But what's really cool, this is a 2-pack. And here's what we're doing. It's free shipping and handling, 100% exclusive bundle you can't find anywhere else. Guys, you can go to the airport and buy one of those little lipstick chargers.
Yep.
And they're what are they, 2 or 3?
I bought this at the airport. It was $20.
What's its milliamps?
I think it's 2,500.
2,500. Okay.
2,500.
And it was $20.
Yes.
You're getting both of these for $25. That's 2,000 milliamps. These are 30,000 each. That's 60,000 milliamps, which is incredible. And it's about the size of 2 packs of cards. Like, it's not massive and huge. It used to be, if you go to these big milliamps, they were so heavy and they were so bulky, you didn't really carry them. You kind of put them away for your emergency kit. Now they even gave you a handle. So it's the fun things, you know, it's like, you know, powering up, you know, wherever you're at, you got power to go with you. I would never really suggest this for an emergency kit if it only recharged by plugging it in. Like, if you could only plug it in to recharge it, I wouldn't really recommend that because you don't have power. But because you can use lights and especially use the sun in an emergency, now you do have power.
Exactly. So, you know, can I show you, we're talking about the handle. This is really cool. So if you, let's say you're hunting or camping or you're fishing and you're out and about, you're camping, look what you can do with the handle right here. So you just put it down like this and see how the solar panel is facing up to the sun. So all I did was turn it upside down and it stands up on its own. Isn't that genius? Really smart. That's the carrying handle right there. All of your cables are built in, so you don't have to buy any.
That's brilliant.
That is brilliant.
And you know what? You're not dragging a bunch of cables around.
Exactly. It's universal and compatible with every single phone, every single tablet, every single earbud, AirPod, flashlight. It doesn't, whatever you're charging in your home that's an electronics product, this is going to charge. Plus, you have more additional ports on the front, or on the top of it. That's a fast charge. That's a fast charge. These are your traditional USBs over here. And then you have more C ports. This, if you hold that down, it has a, this one may not be, it has a flashlight on board. And then I want to show you too, when you get it home, there we go.
I'm trying how to do this one. So that one, that's got a flash, and it's got an SOS, right?
Yes.
Do I hold it?
Press it again. Yep. Or maybe hold it down.
You probably have to hold it, yeah.
Press and hold.
That's off. That's not.
There
well,
you go.
That's flashlight part.
You've got your flashlight. And then I want you to notice too, see the block, the brick right here? This comes with it, Suzanne, even at this price.
No kidding.
And these are individually boxed. You get a cable. So this is going to be your charging cable. Again, I know it's a solar, but the quickest way to charge this is to plug it into the wall. So when you get it home, plug it in, charge it up. And I want you to see right here. See where it goes all the way. It tells you exactly how much power that you have. And it's almost like an electric vehicle where it will charge really quick up to 75%, and then it lingers there longer. And that's because all the safety features are built in. This has a different battery because it's more powerful. So it gets to 75 quickly, and then it'll hang out between 75 and 100. And I'm only bringing that up because some people thought that it was broken. So charge it overnight, get it to 100%. It's that with 30,000 milliamps, power banks are measured in milliamps. So that means that you can charge your phone more times. This little guy, let me show you over here what 30,000 milliamps means. Because that little guy, this is 2,500. Okay, you might get 20% on your phone with this. This is a 10,000. You might get 2 full charges on your phone, and then you have to recharge this. This also can't charge all of this stuff. So these are okay for maybe portable on the go for if you're out and
like
about
a super
for a couple
emergency,
hours, for your emergency. This right here can power up all these things plus a lot more. So you can charge your tablets. Remember, it's universal. It's got all the cables built in. Maybe it's a watch, maybe it's your earbuds, maybe it's a little speaker if you're camping. I'm charging a flashlight too with my own cable. You can use your own cables. And then remember, you've got your own ports. And this one, I'm actually using the built-in cable and I'm charging my iPad.
And you're doing all that at the same time.
All that at the same time with one. You cannot do that. We all have a lot of these, you know, these right here. You cannot do that. You're limited to 2. And if you forgot your cables, then this does not work.
That's true.
So with the built-in cables, if you're out and about, if you're traveling, I brought my backpack to show you, just because if you're out and about, do we have it here? You can see how lightweight it is. just take it with you. Pop it in your backpack or your purse. 30,000 milliamps each, and they're individually boxed. They are the best gifts. They are just such a great, totally different than this and totally different than this.
And everybody's got electronics nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, we need to consume power more than ever before, because I mean, weird things like there's now lamps in my house that I have to, that I recharge.
Yes.
I mean, tons of my lamps in my house now I recharge. They're rechargeable, right? And so you always have this need for power. We have so many toys and things that we're doing, even kids' toys, they're all rechargeable. You know, think about some toothbrushes are totally rechargeable.
Say that if you're camping.
Right, and you got one of those, the Sonic, you just bought the Sonic toothbrush that we had on earlier. It's got to be charged again eventually, right? Now you have power on the go wherever you are. Typically, I would not recommend these for a serious emergency preparedness kit. Like, you know, yeah, it's great, it's convenient, and I wouldn't typically recommend these, because if you're in a serious emergency without power, it might be for multiple days. Most units that are like this, you're going to eventually have to plug them in. The thing that makes this so different is, guys, it's that solar panel. It's that solar panel in the front that actually totally transforms the usability of this, because now wherever you have light, wherever you have sun, you're going to be able to have more power. Is it going to be quicker plugging it in? Yes, that it's absolutely going to be quicker to charge. But boy, if you're in a desperate situation and you need power, you don't care, you want it. And now you've got that solar panel built in to allow you to have power. So I would recommend this as part of your emergency preparedness kit.
Absolutely.
All right, here's another quick update, just because they're going very quickly. If you want the floral, there's the last 300. That actually could sell out tonight. So if you're going to grab the floral, there you go, final 300. We have the white, which I think is a super cool marble. And then we have your classic black. I think it's very unisex, and I think it's very utilitarian. So if you're getting this for guys in your life, the black's easy. Everybody gets a 2-pack. Normally, this is $139. We're at $49.99. Like, it's not $10 off, and who gives a lick, right? It's a huge savings tonight. Plus, on top of that, we have free shipping. As Julie mentioned, they're both individually boxed. They make great gift ideas. I'll tell you where I'd like to see these. Every kid on a campus in their backpack,
yes,
walking across to their dorm or walking across campus going to class. The phone's going to die. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Even my son, he was notorious for not having his phone charged in high school or like in middle school, and we'd have to go pick him up, and we couldn't find him. And he was goofing off with his friends somewhere at school, right? And we try to call him, he wouldn't answer his phone. Oh, my phone died, because he never charges it, right? If you put this in the kids' backpack, they never have an excuse not to have their phone charged. And I got to tell you, it is super brilliant that they've included the cables.
The cable. Because if you, the wall block. Oh, the cables on the back.
On the back.
The built-in
because
cables.
now you're not dragging a whole bunch of dumb cables around with you to try to charge something in case of an emergency.
Yes. Well, speaking of kids, my kids may have their power bank, but they don't have their cable
with
Suzanne.
Them. Good. See, they're going to get us one way or another.
This is from our junk drawer. I brought all the cables that we have, because this is my kids, they'll bring their power bank and they don't have their cable. When they don't have their cables, the power bank doesn't work. And you know, all these cables, you got to find the right one. They get tangled up. Look at the difference. So if you're going out and about, or again, if you lose power maybe in the middle of the night, you don't have to search for your cables. They are compatible and universal with every single phone, every single tablet, every single earbud, AirPod, speaker, toothbrush, whatever it might be. And I'm going to show you again. We'll go through the cables. They just pop out, and look at them. You can't lose them. They're built in. That's your Lightning, so that's for your iPhone. I have an older iPhone. Well, I say like 2 years, a year and a half. That's the older one. But your AirPods, right here, this is the C. This is what all the newer devices are going to. Your new iPhone, your track phone, your Android phones, your new earbuds, AirPods, all of them are going to that. That's your microUSB, which is a little bit older, and then your traditional USB. These are built in, so you don't have to worry about losing them. So if you're going off for the weekend, you're camping, you're hunting, you're at the lake, you're at the beach, you take this with you, you don't have to take your cables. And then on board, you have more ports to be able to charge. Because it's 30,000 milliamps, that means you can be charging multiple devices at the same time. So where's my little 10,000? With the 10,000, you can get 2 to 3 charges, full charges of your phone. This you could get 4, 5, 6 full charges on your phone. That means if your phone's totally dead, you can charge it up to 4 times. But you can also charge a lot of different devices at the same time and a tablet.
And it really is amazing. If you think about all the things that needs to be powered up in your home, really think about it.
It's
or
so
recharged or whatever. There's tons now, you know? Like I've got I can't tell you, I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lamps that have to be recharged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to charge them back up again.
I should have brought one of my lamps.
Oh yeah, you should have.
I'm gonna bring
you
that
sell a
next
bunch
time.
of them. She
I
brings
sell a
yeah,
bunch of them.
You next time you got to bring
Yeah.
your lamp too, because and what if you're camping and you've got one of the lamps, you're taking it with you? How are you going to charge it back up? Well, you just plug it in here. I like the sense of security it brings though too.
Yes.
Knowing that wherever you are, you always have power, and it's always the worst spot. You're in the doctor's office, you left the house in a hurry, forgot to plug your phone in, and you're like, oh, good Lord, I'm down to 2% or even 50%. You get freaked out. Just pull it out of your handbag, plug it in, or when you get back to the car, plug it in, you're good to go. Super item. Thank you, Jules, for joining us. Always good to see you.
Yes,
welcome
good
to
to see you
HSN
too.
PA.
Thank you.
All these familiar faces. I'm so happy everybody's coming up here. All right, guys, especially Stephanie McKee. My gosh, just super happy today. We have another great item, and I think this one is actually really, really important. The other day,